Amanda turned and walked toward the hostel entrance. The moment she reached the corner, she ran. She ran into the security post like her life depended on it, because it did. "Please," she cried, "a man outside is calling my name." The security man stood quickly, flashlight in hand. When he stepped outside, the strange man saw him and his smile vanished. He walked fast to a waiting car and entered. The car drove off. Amanda stood, shaking like a leaf. The security man frowned. "You know him?" Amanda swallowed hard. "No, but he knew my name." That night, Amanda locked her door and cried quietly, because she understood something very clear. This was not ordinary hatred. This was a plan. The next morning, Amanda called her mother. Vanessa picked with irritation.
"What is it?"
Mommy, someone came to my school yesterday. He said you sent him.
Amanda, you like drama. You're imagining things.
Mommy, he called my name.
Are you accusing me?
No, I'm just scared.
Focus on your school and stop calling me with nonsense. I don't like stress.
She ended the call. Amanda stared at her phone, shaking. Because if a mother truly cared, she would ask, "Are you safe?" She would say, "Come home." She would report to the police. Vanessa did none. Her coldness was the answer. During a holiday, Amanda returned home once, just once, and that visit showed her what Vanessa was building. Zara was different, more confident, more proud, more bold. Vanessa was teaching Zara how to win. Amanda overheard Vanessa telling Zara in the kitchen, "Men don't marry character, men marry packaging." Zara laughed. "So as long as I package well, I'll win?" Vanessa replied without shame, "Yes, and when you win, remember who helped you." Amanda stepped back quietly, stomach tight, because it sounded like training, not mother advice, more like preparing Zara for a future that didn't belong to her. Then early one morning, Amanda heard Vanessa whispering on the phone, "When the right man comes, we'll switch them." Amanda's heart dropped. Switch. So it wasn't only jealousy, it was strategy. That same day, Amanda woke up and found Vanessa smiling at her phone. Vanessa looked up at Amanda and smiled sweetly. "Amanda," she said, "how is your school? Are you enjoying?" Amanda answered carefully, "Yes, Mommy." Vanessa nodded slowly, as if satisfied. Then she said something that sounded like kindness, but felt like a trap. "Good, because soon your life will change." Amanda's skin crawled, because she didn't know whether her mother meant blessing or replacement. When Amanda Okaho finally graduated, people congratulated her like she had climbed a mountain. And truly, she had. School wasn't just exams, it was hunger, loneliness, fear. She got NYSC placement and later found a job in Port Harcourt. She rented a small, self-contained room. It wasn't fancy, but it was hers. For the first time, she slept without hearing Vanessa's voice. She ate without waiting for insult. She breathed. But peace doesn't always last when a person's past is still alive. Amanda met Adrienne on a rainy evening. She had left work late, rushing to beat the rain. Her umbrella was trying, but the rain was winning. Then her slipper snapped. Not small snap, proper snap. A Danfo driver passed and shouted from the window, "Auntie, your slipper don't resign." People laughed. Amanda wanted the ground to open. That was when a black SUV slowed down beside her. The window rolled down and a calm male voice asked, "Are you okay?" Amanda looked up. The man was neat, quiet, expensive looking. Not loud money, clean money. He stepped out, held an umbrella over her head, and looked at the broken slipper. "This one has served you well," he said with a small smile. Amanda, embarrassed, laughed without meaning to. It died in the line of duty. He chuckled. Then he did something unexpected. He opened his car boot and brought out a pair of flat slippers, new, still in nylon. "My sister keeps extra slippers in my car," he said. "Take this." Amanda hesitated. "Sir, I can't." He raised his hand gently. "No stress, just take it." That night, he didn't force his number into her hand like some men. He simply said, "I hope I see you again, broken slipper girl." Amanda replied softly, "My name is Amanda." He repeated it like he liked the sound. "Amanda, good night," and he drove away. Amanda went home confused because rich men don't normally stop for girls with broken slippers unless something is pulling them. Adrienne didn't rush her. He didn't start saying "I love you" on the first week, like someone selling pure water and shouting original at the same time. He called respectfully, checked on her, asked about her day, listened. Amanda noticed something. Adrienne liked peace. He didn't like unnecessary drama. He didn't like loud life. And because Amanda grew up in chaos, Adrienne's calmness felt like healing. Slowly, friendship became love. And Amanda began to imagine a future where nobody hated her for being responsible. One evening, while they were eating, Adrienne asked a normal question. "What are your deal breakers?" Amanda smiled. "Lies, wickedness, unnecessary shouting." Adrienne nodded. "Same." Then he added calmly, "And I don't like twins." Amanda's spoon stopped. Her heartbeat rose into her throat. "What?" she asked softly. Adrienne explained without malice. "I've seen twins cause problems before. Switching, deceit, confusion. I know not all are like that, but I don't like it." Amanda forced a small smile. She didn't argue. But later that night, she cried in her bathroom like a child because Amanda was a twin, and Vanessa's words came back to her like a threat from the past. One day, we'll switch them. Now, the man Amanda loved had just said he hated the very thing Amanda was. So she made a decision. Wrong, but human. She kept quiet. She hid the truth. Not because she wanted to deceive him forever, but because she was afraid of losing the first safe love she had ever touched. Months later, Adrienne proposed, not with camera and noise, with calm certainty. "Amanda," he said, holding her hands, "marry me, let's build a home." Amanda cried and said yes. And like many children who still hope their mother will become kind one day, Amanda called Vanessa. "Mommy, I'm getting married." Vanessa paused. "To who?" Amanda said his name. Vanessa asked the real question. "Is he comfortable?" Meaning rich. When Amanda said yes, Vanessa's voice became sweet like honey. "Oh, congratulations, my daughter." But Amanda felt something strange inside her, like the sweetness was not for her, but for money. Amanda then begged her mother, "Please, don't tell Adrienne I'm a twin. He said he doesn't like twins." Vanessa answered too quickly, "Don't worry, I won't tell him." And in that moment, Vanessa's mind opened like a door, because now she had two powerful things. One, a rich man. Two, a secret that could destroy Amanda. Vanessa didn't see a son-in-law. She saw opportunity. Zara called Amanda soon after. Her voice was playful but sharp. "Sister, I heard you are marrying a rich man." Amanda replied quietly, "Yes." Zara laughed. "Must be nice. You will now be doing Madame Eze." Then Zara asked the question that proved she was already thinking like her mother. "Does he know you're a twin?" Amanda hesitated. "No." Zara whistled. So you're hiding it?" Amanda didn't answer. Zara's laughter became sweet, like someone tasting a secret. "Sister, you are brave." And she ended the call. Amanda sat on her bed in Port Harcourt and stared at the wall, because she suddenly felt like her secret had become a knife, and her mother and sister were holding the handle. As preparations began, Vanessa became strangely helpful. She guided the traditional introduction. She smiled at Adrienne like she loved him. She acted like a proud mother. But one thing was clear. Zara was hardly present, always busy, always not around. Vanessa encouraged it, Because if Adrienne ever saw the twins together, same face, same body, same voice tone, his brain would start asking questions. And questions were dangerous. During the traditional wedding, Vanessa leaned close to Amanda and whispered, "Remember, no mention of twins." Amanda nodded nervously. Vanessa squeezed her hand, not like support, like control. "Good girl," Vanessa said. That word, good girl, sounded like a collar. Because Vanessa didn't praise Amanda for kindness. She praised Amanda only when Amanda obeyed. That night, after the ceremony, Amanda received a message from an unknown number. "Congratulations," it read. "Watch your back. People around you know more than you think." Amanda's stomach tightened. She stared at the screen for a long time. Then her phone buzzed again. "Your mother is smiling," the message said, "but she is counting steps." Amanda's hands went cold because she knew something deep in her bones. Vanessa did not fear God. She feared losing. And Amanda's marriage was about to become Vanessa's biggest game. Amanda became Adrienne's wife, and for a while, the marriage looked peaceful. Adrienne was kind, calm, not the loud type. He didn't insult. He didn't fight for small things. He liked order, respect, and quiet joy. Amanda tried her best. She cooked, she cleaned, she cared. She loved him with the kind of love that comes from someone who has suffered before. But after some months, the questions started. Not direct at first. Those soft Nigerian questions people ask with smile. "Any good news? Are we hearing something soon? Are you starting craving Gary?" Amanda would smile and answer, "Soon." Soon turned to 1 year, then 2, no pregnancy. And in Nigeria, when a womb is silent, the world starts talking. Some people advised, some people whispered, some people looked at Amanda like she was doing it on purpose. Amanda cried many nights quietly. Not because Adrienne was wicked, Adrienne wasn't, but because the pressure was heavy and she blamed herself. One night, she finally broke down in front of Adrienne. "I think I'm the problem," she said, tears dropping. Adrienne held her face gently. "Don't say that," he told her. "We'll go to the hospital together. We'll check everything, and if we need help, we'll get help." That night, Amanda believed him again. But deep down, fear still sat in her chest. Because Amanda remembered one thing. Adrienne had once said he didn't like twins. And if he ever discovered Amanda was hiding a twin, the trust could break. So Amanda stayed silent. That silence later became her prison. Around that time, Adrienne began moving secretly. He started taking calls outside. He started leaving early and returning late. He smiled at his phone like someone hiding good news. Amanda noticed, but she didn't suspect another woman. Adrienne didn't behave like a cheating man. He behaved like a man planning something. One evening, he hugged her from behind while she cooked. "Your birthday is coming," he whispered. Amanda laughed softly. "Don't go and buy another bag. My cupboard is already struggling." Adrienne chuckled. "Not a bag." His voice carried excitement. "Just trust me." Amanda smiled, not knowing Adrienne was quietly building a house he planned to give her on her birthday surprise. The gift was real, the love was real, but the people around Amanda were not. Then the training came. Adrienne got selected for a professional training abroad. It was good for his career, so he was excited. At the airport, he hugged Amanda. "I'll be back soon, and when I return, we'll continue the hospital checkups." Amanda nodded, trying to look strong. But as Adrienne boarded, her heart carried heavy worry. No child, 2 years, pressure. So she did what many women do when they feel desperate. She returned to her mother. Not because Vanessa had been kind in the past, but because some children still hope their mother will become the mother they needed. Amanda told Vanessa she needed help to conceive. Vanessa's smile looked warm, too warm. "Stay," Vanessa said. "We will find a solution." But the solution Vanessa had in mind was not medical. It was replacement. Days passed. Vanessa didn't take Amanda to hospital. She didn't take her anywhere serious. Only excuses. "Tomorrow, the doctor is busy. The pastor is fasting. The woman I know traveled." Whenever Amanda mentioned returning to Adrienne, Vanessa squeezed fear into her mind. If you go back now, Vanessa would say, and you still don't have a child, what will you tell him? Amanda stayed because she was afraid. Also because she had her own secret. If Amanda ran to Adrienne and said, my mother is planning something, Adrienne would ask questions. Questions like, why didn't you tell me you have a twin? So you've been hiding something from me too. Amanda didn't want to lose him, so she stayed, and the trap tightened. One morning, Vanessa took a call in the kitchen and spoke in a low voice. She said names, she said times, she said things that were not prayers. And later that day, Zara packed a small bag. Vanessa claimed Zara was visiting a friend, but Vanessa's eyes shined like a woman sending someone on an assignment. Zara smiled as she stepped out. She looked at Amanda briefly, like a thief looking at the person she was about to rob. Don't worry, Zara said softly. I'll take good care of your things. Amanda's stomach turned because she finally understood what Vanessa had meant by switch. Adrienne returned from abroad earlier than expected. He came home tired but happy. He missed his wife. He entered his house expecting Amanda. Instead, he saw Zara. Zara ran to him confidently and hugged him. Welcome back, my husband, she said. Adrienne froze for half a second. Something felt slightly off. Voice tone, body language, energy. But the face was Amanda's face. And because Adrienne didn't know Amanda had a twin, his brain accepted the easiest explanation. My wife is home. Zara smiled and played her part well. Adrienne waved away the small doubts because he didn't want stress. Meanwhile, Amanda was still in Vanessa's house waiting and worrying, with no idea that her marriage was already being won by another woman. Adrienne Eze stood in his living room with a file in his hand and a smile on his face. He looked tired from travel, but he was excited. In front of him stood Zara, wearing Amanda's face like a mask. Adrienne didn't know. He believed he was looking at his wife. Happy birthday, my love, he said softly. Zara forced her voice to sound gentle. Thank you, baby, she replied. Adrienne handed her the file. I've been working on something for a while. I wanted to surprise you. I plan to give you this on your birthday. Zara opened the file and saw land documents, building papers, keys. Her eyes widened. A house? She whispered. Yes, Adrienne said. Our new home. I built it for you. Zara almost screamed with joy, but she held herself. She acted emotional, the way people act when they are receiving something they didn't work for. Oh, Adrienne, you are too much, she said, fake tears forming. Inside her mind, she was shouting, jackpot. A gift like that can expose a liar if you give time. So Zara didn't give time. She smiled and said, baby, let's move in immediately. Adrienne blinked. Immediately? Zara nodded quickly. Yes, new house, new beginning. Why should we delay? Adrienne wanted to wait. He was planning something bigger for later, a full birthday dinner, a small celebration, a proper unveiling. But Zara knew delay was dangerous. Delay could bring questions. Questions could bring truth. So she added soft pressure. I just want to feel fresh. Being in that old place reminds me of stress. Adrienne sighed. He didn't want stress, so he agreed. That was how Zara convinced Adrienne to pack into the new mansion quickly. And that was how Amanda's marriage changed location without Amanda. While Adrienne and Zara were moving into the new mansion, Amanda was still in Vanessa's house. Amanda kept asking, when will we go to the hospital? Vanessa kept replying, tomorrow. Amanda kept saying, I should go back to my husband. Vanessa kept pressing fear into her like a needle. If you go back now, Vanessa said, and you still don't have a child, what will you tell him? Amanda stayed because she was desperate. Also because she was ashamed. The secret that Amanda was hiding, being a twin, made her afraid to raise any alarm. If she ran to Adrienne and accused Vanessa, Adrienne would ask, "So why didn't you tell me you had a twin? Have you been lying to me?" Amanda didn't want to lose her marriage, so she stayed and the trap tightened. And the painful irony? Amanda was already pregnant, 2 months pregnant. She just didn't know yet. Adrienne wasn't foolish. As days passed in the new house, he began noticing small differences. Zara's tone was sharper. Her patience was smaller. Her phone was always in her hand. She didn't like cooking. She didn't like home chores. The woman Adrienne married used to tidy without complaint. Now this one wanted help for everything. When Adrienne asked her to help arrange the kitchen, she smiled and said, "Let's just hire someone." Adrienne frowned. "We already have a cleaner twice a week," he said. "It's not about money, it's about whom." Zara laughed like he was being old-fashioned. "Baby, I beg, don't stress me." That sentence hit Adrienne strangely because it sounded like someone else's spirit. But again, Adrienne didn't dig. Men often excuse what they don't want to understand. They call it mood. They call it she has changed. They call it stress. One afternoon, Vanessa entered Amanda's room with eyes red, like she rubbed onions. She sat down slowly, like Nollywood, then delivered the line she had prepared. "Amanda, Adrienne is dead." Amanda's world tilted. "Dead?" she cried. "How?" Vanessa held her chest dramatically. "Motor accident," she said. "His people called. They said he was returning from somewhere and he died on the road." Amanda screamed. She begged to call Adrienne. She begged to see the body. Vanessa blocked everything with one word: tradition. In their tradition, Vanessa said, a wife must not see the corpse of her husband. Amanda cried like her chest would break. Then she begged to at least see the grave. Vanessa agreed too quickly because Vanessa had already arranged it. Vanessa took Amanda to a place outside town, a fresh mound of sand, a cross, a name written like stage prop. "This is where they buried him," Vanessa said. Amanda collapsed. She cried until her throat became sore. She held sand in her hand like she was holding Adrienne. And as she cried, Vanessa stood behind her quietly, not crying, watching, satisfied, because in Vanessa's mind, the plan was working.